language that has been used here on me by some of the party supporters here in front of the EOCO building.
Today's your last day.
So as we speak, Chairman Wontumi is still in this particular building, the EOCO building. We cannot report whether or not he's been detained or he's been interrogated by EOCO officials. And clearly, some of the party supporters are not happy with the fact that it's been reported. And so, Pius, that is the situation here at the premises of the EOCO building. I don't know if you have any further questions for me, Pius. This is happening in the full glare of the security operatives. They are taking notice of everything that has unfolded so far, and at the appropriate time, we are certain that the steps will be taken to address the unfortunate incident that has unfolded, one regarding the assault on my person, and all that has unfolded live on television. This is not just words being spoken. This is captured live on television. The faces are live on television, and all those involved in the assault, I'm sure the video will be reviewed and the faces will be identified, and the necessary steps would be taken as far as the law is concerned. But the situation here is that Chairman Wontumi, the Ashanti Regional Chairman, just another assault on me, someone using this rubber band to hit me. Well, I'm saying that the camera captures everything. I felt it. I know. You are trying to stop them, but they will not budge. They keep assaulting me. And this is captured live on television. The Deputy General Secretary is back here, and he has some few words.
You see, Latif, you are our friends. I think that there is certain. Don't worry, don't worry. We will talk to them. We've talked to them. I think that we cannot dictate your editorial policy. We cannot dictate what you have to say. But like I said, we need accurate reportage. It's because maybe there's some repetition of certain things that they have seen that it is not an accurate thing that has happened here.
But my brother, so, I can bet that I have reported only the fact as has been captured live on camera. You know, so I have not reported anything other than what has unfolded here.
I took briefing from them, and I told them, and you know, I gathered them. I made a deputy national organizer to talk to them. He spoke to them in Ga, and then asked them that nobody should attack the media, not just you, attack the media. So in the reportage, if we consistently make sure that we get what is happening here, and then maybe you take your mind off them. And when you take
how can I take my mind off them when they keep assaulting verbally and physically?
That's the assaulting I'm asking. Like the rubber you have taken, what can the rubber do to you? The rubber cannot do anything to you.
Really?
So if somebody is throwing the rubber in a particular direction, but as I'm speaking to you, I've just had a call from Evans that I should ensure that there is certain sanity here. I would also want you to cooperate with us. Then we get, because as we are standing here, the youth, they are peeved. Imagine, Ashanti region is our stronghold. Then they will pick the Ashanti regional chairman, brings him, and put him in the cell here. When in fact, it is not an EOCO matter. This was a CID matter. He reported himself, he went, they took his statement, then they asked him to come and report. Then in the process, he just finished the reporting, and then he's been arrested by EOCO. So these are things that we have to collectively look at as citizens and make sure that the right thing is being done.
But my brother,
I assure you, nobody's going to do anything to you here.
I also want to assure you that I have reported nothing but the fact as has unfolded here on the ground. The assault is unfortunate.
I would want you to continue to report the facts. Once you report the fact, you know, once the people too are here, they know what is happening. So when you report and they think that what you are reporting is not accurate, they will yield back at you. So let's be consistent. And I'll continue to be your friend. I'll talk to my colleagues and we'll ensure that your safety is guaranteed.
I pray so.
Yes.
But clearly, if someone is perpetrating crime and report on it, you know that individual or those persons will not be happy with you. You agree with me?
Maybe it's a purported crime. Crime
that has been captured on live on television.
Crime is only concluded in the law court, whether the crime has actually been committed or not. So it's going to be a purported crime. So
I agree with you on that.
Yes. So once it's a purported crime, which is not proven, because the mere report, of something happening doesn't necessarily mean that it has happened, because it has to be proven beyond reasonable doubt. So for me, I will continue to be with you and ensure that peace and your security is prevailed. I assure you that.
All right, so that's again the Deputy General Secretary of the New Patriotic Party, also showing here to Moses. Moses has been a long-time friend because he lives around Kokomlemle and all of that, as assembly member and all of that. He also observed what happened, and I want your quick and honest reaction to that.
Well, I don't know what you are trying to tell me.
Your brother just gave the assurance that going forward, there wouldn't be any further assault.
Well, that's what, please. We are all here because of that. There's no way we allow our boys to do things that is not good. We are here to make sure Wontumi has been granted bail. Nothing else. We have promised our guys nobody should fight with anybody. I want you to know there is 1-2 people among us who are not our party people who are trying to create confusion. So let's be mindful and be careful with other people what they are doing. I can tell what you are telling me. If we go into it, it is not our party people. We know what they have been doing. They have brought some of our people, their people in to just create confusion between we and the media. All what we are telling the media is that do the right job. We are in this country. Adana Adodankwa Akufo has ruled for 8 good years. This thing has never happened. Today, look at what is going on, and the media seems to be quiet. They are not saying anything.
That's what I don't get. What exactly do you want? What exactly do you mean when you say the media is quiet?
Yes, my reason. Hold on, please. My issue here is that.
And you have to be snappy. This is live on television. We need to go.
It's simple. They have been doing Rambo-style arrest. They arrested Wontumi for you were there. Instead of you to condemn what they are doing, nothing. Adenta Kumi, they went and picked him in a Rambo style, took him to the NIB. At the end of the day, nothing was found out. They will give him bail. Today, look at what they have done to Wontumi. And I want to see the media telling the good people and the government that what his men are doing is not good. If he is not aware, you, the media, must wake him up. Because look at how people are massing here. If we are not careful, and a lot of people must say, look at what one incident that has happened. Someone has just gone to bend tie. We don't know the person. Do we know what will happen tomorrow? I'm calling on the religious body, the chiefs, the national community, and the peace council that we are pleading with them. They should come in and talk to the president of the republic that what is meant or what he's doing is not good.
How far do you intend to go with this particular show of solidarity to the Ashanti Regional Chairman of the New Patriotic Party?
I've called for them to bring me a mattress. Not, they should bring me a student mattress with some food and water. I am going to sleep here till the next morning until he has been released. That is where I'm going to put my mat or my mattress. Within the short time, my people will bring me the mattress. And I'm going to sleep here.
And every now and then I see additional men coming in.
But you are the same people are showing it to the country. Joy, you are doing live. People are watching.
Exactly. There are
a lot of party people who are watching. They want to come. So you are selling the news, not me. I have not made a call. You are rather calling people in. So don't turn the thing onto me. Let's be honest to each other. I am saying that I am going to sleep here till the next day. We are telling the President of the Republic he has only 2.5 years more, because the last year he cannot campaign. We don't want to advise ourselves. I earlier on tell my General Secretary, look, if care is not taken, we also advise ourselves and be on the street. In fact, if care is not taken, we are going to do a naked demonstration in this country. I'm telling you, because what is going on is not fair. And mind you, we are in opposition.
What would you be protesting against with the naked protest?
Unlawful arrest, Rambo-style arrest. Again, I am in opposition. I have the energy. I have the time to do all these things. They are in government. Instead of them to focus and do what they have told us that when they come into office they'll do, they are rather going out arresting our people. We have the time for them. Let them arrest 100 or 1,000 of our men. We will come with our numbers. We are not going to lose anything.
What do you find unlawful about the arrest of the Ashanti Regional Chairman?
Ask yourself that the manner they arrest him, is it fair? Someone went to report himself on his way in front of the main gate. They just drive across him, gigi with gun, 3 men with gun, 5 with, they have closed their face with this one, pick him, giddy. Is it fair? Is it how we arrest people?
Did they pick him, or they asked him to report here at the EOCO office?
But can't you, they picked him in a Rambo style. They opened the door of the lawyer, come down, they thought he was the one. This is not fair, my brother. We are not in the military rule. We are not in the military. We are not, somebody said Dugati what? We are not in that system. Please, media, I am pleading with you. If this country will have peace, it will come from the media. If this country will destroy, it is the media. Boko, look at the men that are here. We need them in Boko to go and bring peace. You promised to do 24 hours. You promised to do Women's Bank. You promised to do a lot of things. And this is what Ghanaians are waiting for. But you are just arresting us.
Thank you, Moses.
Welcome, my brother.
So the situation as reported, for now, we can report that calm is restored with the kind of backup. If you find the kind of reinforcement and backup the police had brought in, the situation is calm, and everyone here is now calm and watching with Chairman Wontumi still in the EOCO building. What we cannot confirm is whether or not he is being interrogated or he has officially been detained. I'm joined here by my colleague, Kojo Brace, who has just finished with the news and joins me here. What has been the reaction on both social media with regards to people monitoring this unfolding development here at the EOCO building?
So I think, Latif, I mean, it's been, people are aware of what's happening. They have seen at first hand how people have massed up here and the whole processes. So it's good that we've been here all throughout so people could see exactly what is happening. And you've done some amazing job, So that's my colleague Latif there, who has been here throughout the day. But we are here for you anytime. I mean, from now to the time things really calm down here, we will be here to ensure that you do get the right things, the right information for you. Do make sure you would trust that you stay with us all throughout whilst we give you, up to the speed update, up to the minute, up to the hour, how things are transpiring here. Well, once I've been here, I've seen people mass up here waiting to see whether or not Chairman Wontumi will be released. I have spoken to some of the party leadership, and they say all is well, all is calm. They are only waiting to see when and what time Chairman Wontumi will be released. But we will help you get to see whatever will be happening. I've seen calm faces here. They're standing here still looking at what is happening. Many media men are here as well. Security is well represented, I mean, to ensure that nothing really goes amiss here. So it's been, I mean, when you look around, the place is really calm for now. It's very, very calm. The supporters are looking into the EOCO office to see whether or not the people will be released. I mean, Wontumi will be released or not. But I mean, as for the people who have gathered here, they are really calm, just watching how things are going. I've seen the one police person who is really interacting with a group of persons. I think he's trying to give them education on what exactly is happening here. So if you're watching on Joy News, if you're watching online, everything is calm here. For now, things are very calm. I've seen the party leadership, I mean, walking around here just hoping that all will be well. The expectation is that the Chairman Wontumi will be released so that, I mean, they can go home. I hear one person say that all they want is peace. All they want is for peace to prevail. We'll try and get close to some of them and see if they have any latest information. Haruna Mohammed is the Deputy General Secretary. Haruna, I don't know if you have any latest information as to what's happening in there.
Actually, as we are standing here, we are blackout. The security agencies obviously doesn't want anybody to have access to Chairman Wontumi. In the early part of the hours, they tried to use the vehicle to run over some of the supporters. One woman nearly lost her life. She had to run for her life. All manner of things, intimidations. Okay. Our lawyers, Lawyer Fuakwa, some words that I cannot use that they have used against.
So Lawyer Fuakwa is in there.
Yes, Lawyer Fuakwa is outside here.
So who's with Chairman Wontumi?
I understand Lawyer Apia Kubi is there with him. Okay. He's the only person that is there. Okay. Former Greater Accra Regional Minister who has been here since have not also been given access to go in. Lawyer Namo is also here. He has not been given access. My boss, the General Secretary, also came. They deny him access. The National Youth Organizer is here. He has been denied access. The Deputy National Organizer is here. She's been denied access to go in. I also came from the BNI. I've been denied access. I've taken briefings from the National Youth Organizer. It's obviously that they want to create a chaotic scene here. I'm not sure they want to create a chaotic scene. Probably they want to, manage the number of people who can go in there. Because as I have seen, the place is very calm. Mohammed. We have decided to ensure that the place was calm. They came here with some power, and as if power doesn't expire. And the kind of intimidations that they came, the force of which it came. These people you are seeing here are law-abiding citizens, just like Chairman Wontumi. The manner and the background in which Chairman Wontumi has been picked is what this youth cannot understand. This is an individual who has been invited lawfully by CID. He wrote back to the CID and informed the CID, I cannot make it on 21st. I will be able to make it on 26th. Weekend, Friday, Saturday, Friday precisely, national security were seen surrounding the house of Chairman Wontumi in a Romba Star with guns, as if there was a hardened criminal hidden within that area. Then we saw that there was another operative who went to Adenta Kumi's house in the same Rambo style, and none of them went with a warrant. So on the 26th, that was yesterday, Chairman Wontumi honored his request and went to the CID. He went to the CID and the CID interrogated him on 2 issues. On those 2 issues, he narrated vividly what it is and told them that if they have contra evidence by the CID, they should provide it to him. And then when he came out, the media asked him about the cocoa board issue. He said it's not part of what has been discussed. And he narrated the incident. All of us knows that when you take a contract, you cannot take money until you perform some and prepare a certificate for you to be paid. And Chairman Wontumi, everybody knows here, he is not a government appointee. He has never served in any capacity. So what at all does a lawful citizen reporting back on request at 3 p.m. after finishing his report, he has been arrested again by EOCO for what we don't know.
But Haruna, some other people have alleged that indeed some monies, have exchanged between him and Cocoa Board. Are you saying you have evidence to prove to the contrary and that you would back what he is saying from where you stand?
You see, whatever that they say, myself and you, we cannot prove it. It remains a rumor. If EOCO wants to invite him, they know the rules. They will officially write to him. Or if they want to arrest him, I don't know. That's why I wanted to speak to Lawyer Piakubi. Whether when they came to CID premises and they picked him, whether they came with warrant. And this government cannot be trusted. They want to use the national security to intimidate us. They have always gone to arrest people without warrant. They did that to Intim Fojo. They did that to Adenta Kumi. They did that to Chairman Wontumi himself over the weekend. And today, again, they are doing the same to him. What at all that this government wants from the former government appointees? We are a party that believes in the rule of law. We will never run away from probity and accountability. We will account, but it must be within the dictates of the law. We will account. It must be within the dictates of the law.
But isn't coming to EOCO part of the legal processes to extract information?
Coming to EOCO, the process of coming to EOCO is what is questionable. A CID is invited somebody. A national security is at his house to arrest him. Why is it not CID? He reports to CID. Then after he has completed, the national security that went with a Rambo style cannot be seen. EOCO went in with a Rambo style and picked him. When we try to meet with him, the youth wants to find out what it is. Then a national security is again deployed here to intimidate them. What at all? Which license can a driver hold to use a car to climb over human beings? There is no such license from road safety or driver DVLA to be granted for a driver to be climbing over human beings. It is not accepted. And we want the IGP to call his officer in charge who has been assigned to EOCO to supervise over what is happening here, to question the commander, who is that driver and the conduct of that particular driver. We need an investigation into the conduct of the driver. Our lawyers here has been abused. They have been abused. The kind of words that have been used against our lawyers is something that cannot be repeated on national television.
Who used those words?
Yes. So the police.
Who used those words?
Yes,
on them?
One police officer was using it against lawyer Afuakwa. And I found it very unpalatable. I had to go and move lawyer Afuakwa from the place because it is not professional. And I think that the IGP should give a sunshine to this particular behavior.
Okay. So are you saying that even if it's till 4 a.m. and Wontumi has not been released, you will be here till 4 a.m.?
We are here. He is our chairman. He is the chairman of the stronghold of the new patriotic party. And the elephant will remain our winning symbol. We are going to be here. If they want to consume him, they should consume all of us. We are going to be here. And that is why the national youth organizer of the party, Salam Mustafa, is here. And he is going to make sure that the men will stay true to the tenets of democracy, will stay within the rules of law, will make sure that the right thing is done. We would not be intimidated. And we want to assure anybody that is behind this that power is transient.
Okay. Let me bring in Salam Mustafa. Salam, so what are you doing to ensure that, as I have come to see, there has come here, this will be the case all throughout? until you are satisfied, then you can leave.
It's taking a lot of effort to keep the calm that you are seeing now, because since afternoon we have been trying to keep the calm. We managed it till a point where some rogue officers came and drove into the people, and that burst out anger, and this place saw some bit of action.
So when the driver drove into the people, how many were injured? How many got injured?
We thank God that one guy, had a hit on his thigh, and they have taken him to the hospital. And
which hospital do we know?
I can't tell for now until maybe later on when we leave here, then we can find out. Then I think another person also complained. I think when the pickup, part of the pickup hit his tummy or so. So then others had to jump, and they were hitting the bonnets, of the vehicles that were involved in that barbaric behavior. But as at now, we have been able to talk to our people to remain calm, because we are here as law-abiding people. All we're asking for is information, and they have no iota of respect for anybody. They won't say a word since late afternoon that we have been here till now, even to tell us that he's doing well, they are interrogating him or whatever process that is going on. Not the decency of it. So we are here waiting, whatever time it is going to take. We'll wait for them to emerge and tell us what has transpired, why they took chairman. You see, like my Deputy General Secretary said, we are a law-abiding party. We have no qualms against the state doing its lawful duty. That is why yesterday you didn't see us mass up at the CID. Today you didn't see us mass up at the CID, because we understand that the state is working. Then CID releases chairman. Then in a Rambo style, like we have seen, which has become the modus operandi of the John Mahama government, these security officers have become very trigger happy. They like to display their AK-47s for whatever reason, nobody knows, jump onto Wontumi and pick him up, and they bring him here. And not a word as to why they have arrested him. And if you want to keep him overnight, tell us you are keeping him. Then we'll ask the people to go home and reconvene at whatever time that will give them. But nothing, of that sort. No.
So if they come out to tell you they are holding him overnight, you are assuring them that you would let your members leave?
We will examine the reason. They will come and tell us. They will examine the reason. If it borders, like I keep saying, if it borders on crime, it's a different matter. Where it borders on politics, we will remain here. We will not allow any political intimidation. We will not be cowed. We will not be intimidated. This is the new patriotic party. Party of courageous people. Me, I am ready to go inside and sleep free of charge. If they want us all to go inside, we'll go. I don't find it any problem going inside to sleep. So we'll be here until they do the needful. Show respect to citizens. Look what is going on, and these security people, they should be worried that they are being used as stooges to persecute political opponents. Look,
that's a hard word to use. They've been asked to perform a duty. And as security people, they obey commands. So if they've been given a command, that cannot be described as being used as stooges, right?
Well, the decency to resist what is not right is part of duty. And if people would carry out things that have been ascribed to them to do, that they themselves know that this is not good and they still do it, then they are as culpable as those who are issuing the orders and command. You understand? This is what breeds the culture of retaliation. Because when you cause this pain, and when the tables turn, the likelihood I'll retaliate is high. Higher. So when people are doing these things, know that people take political notice of them. And look, every political party has its doves and hawks. So if the hawks in the NDC are pushing the government to behave in this way that they are, know that there are hawks in the NPP as well. Do you want them to also demand for such when tables turn? then what kind of society are we going to be building? But we are building, I'm coming. We are building a democracy that should work for all of us, all Ghanaians, regardless of party, religion, whatever. And we have been building this beautiful democracy until Ghanaians said they want a reset. And this is the reset that we have been seeing. That when you are an NPP person, you are a second-class citizen in Ghana, we are going to persecute you.
Well, but you can call the lawyer and the Apia Kobi on the phone to know what's happening. Has anybody reached out on phone?
No, we have not been able to establish contact with lawyer and the Apia Kobi. So we haven't received any information as at yet. All attempts to grant us access, at least leadership access, to see what's going on, come and speak to the people, give them assurance that chairman is okay, so everybody go home. That want to, simply they won't do it. So what else do you want us to do? What do you want us to do?
So you mentioned political and if it's illegal. What do you consider political? What do you consider legal?
What is political is that they don't have a reason to pick you. They want to show you power. We'll show you where power lies, like what they did with Adenta Kumi. That is politics. But when the person has committed crime, forgery, embezzlement, everything that we would all know to be crime, then you have a point. And that's why on any occasion, we examine the situation and as a party react. And for anybody in the NPP, young, old, whatever, male, female, anytime they go on this political tangent, we will respond same and even in a more harder manner.
Two wrongs that do not make right. So
kukru na anja ya kita se anja.
Anga the car o the bomb ko na me to for na papa ba na boy na ko share
ka na fa mi papa no so mi papa no o ma to no share o the pia me aka ko to no ka no
na say fa onan so a e fa onan so
na mi
to fa
na uja on papa no
yes enti tai no fa mi papa no so papa no so wo ma to no
me da me to fa na e ma me so say na we na ko share kan oba pam cho so mi kan chare mi so mi na be kum ya no to pam cho eh fine mama na jo no to me nya won chai mama want to be judge one do anya we no be yen nko yen fa no man mon pie no na yen nko aden eye nyina yen Ghana fo yen yi no man na yen nko e de na wa ye.
All right, so what they are basically saying, they are reporting about what happened earlier when a car we are allegedly ran through the crowd here. The woman says she fell down and a police person had to help her up. And so they're asking for Wontumi to be released onto them so that they can go home. Evans, this is what is happening, and as we assure our viewers, whatever will happen here would ensure that they do have it. Evans, so welcome back to the EOCO headquarters, and as you can see, still the party members are still here. I have with me the national chairman. He's been here for quite some time now, a national organizer of the NPP, Harry Nanabuachi. Let's try and find out from him what he has been able to gather so far. So what do we know? Is he there?
Yes, now I can confirm that he's there. I'm also told that he's there with a lawyer. Andy Apiakubi is with him. What we don't know is what he's being investigated for. We understand that he's in the interrogation room. We are ready to be here overnight. As you can see, when we spoke earlier, we had a handful of our people here now. We are massing up. We are law-abiding political party. We would cooperate fully with any investigative body. What we will resist is any form of political harassment, and that is what we are witnessing. An investigative body, CID, invites Chairman Wontumi on Monday. He appears at the CID headquarters. Tuesday, he was told to report. He reported today, just when he was about exiting. Then you have almost about 4 pickups with men masked, armed to the teeth, and just dragged Chairman Wontumi into the pickup, and then they brought him here.
So you've still not been able to tell as to why he's been held here?
We don't know. We don't know why he's been held here. We don't know what they are investigating Chairman Wontumi for.
But you can reach out to the lawyer on phone and ask him what's happening there.
They don't allow phones there. They don't allow phones there. So, in fact, earlier on, I came here with the General Secretary. We were allowed to enter into the reception area. We thought that we were going to see him, only for them to come back to tell us that, unfortunately, they cannot allow us access to Chairman Wontumi. That is what, I'll repeat it again. We are law-abiding. We are going to cooperate fully with any investigative body. But what we are against is this Rambo style of arrest, this political harassment. That is what we are against. I mean, quite recently, look at Adenta Kumi. Such a useless arrest. For what? Because he had petitioned the president? No. Look at Okateche's first arrest. Very uncalled for. The NDC government is sending us back to the dark days. And that is what is unfortunate. If you invite us, we will come. We'll come for any form of investigation. You want us to support the
investigation.
Exactly.
But won't you be concluding hastily to say it's political persecution when you've not had the details of why he's been held in there?
No, but that is what we are seeing. Look, why is it that an investigative body invites him, and then just when he's exiting, then you arrest him in such a Rambo style? So what is wrong if you invite him to EOCO and say that, look, make a date with us on this day? What is wrong with that? So why cause all of this action movie style of arrest? Why? For me, this is unfortunate. And I keep saying this. This is not why many Ghanaians voted for President Mahama. Look, 6 months ago, if President Mahama had mounted a platform and campaigned that when he comes, he's going to cause arrest, he's going to use men wielding guns to arrest people in Rambo style, Ghanaians, we're going to be happy with him? No, I don't think so. Yes, we are all for accountability. But this mode of arrest, this kind of political victimization and political harassment is uncalled for. That is what we are fighting against.
Are you not sure your presence here with your supporters could probably be a factor in why he's not been released as of now?
No, I don't think so. Rather, I think that we need to show that support. We need to register our displeasure. His Excellency the President must know, must see that, look, if you want to conduct any form of investigation, I mean, Joy FM should not be here. By now, you should be doing something else. Joy FM of all media houses should not be here. It is because of the kind of arrest which has also triggered the mass movement of our members to this place that has caused all of this. So for me, it's unfortunate. They could have just invited him. Yesterday, when he was invited to the police CID, nothing happened. It was very quiet. It was smooth. Today, he reported. It was smooth. It was quiet. They could have gone the same way. Unless maybe they want to achieve a certain purpose we are not aware of. But clearly, we are against this kind of political harassment. I think that it is not Ghanaian. We have moved beyond this. We have advanced in terms of our democratic tenets. And for me, I don't think that this is what we need.
So yours says occupy until he is released. Is that the tagline?
Exactly.
Really?
Exactly. We are going to be here.
Even if it's tomorrow, we
are going to be here.
And that you won't go home to sleep?
We are going to be here. You can be here with me, Gojo. Are you going to be here with me?
Well, let's see. As far as when it happens, we'll report, so I'll be here.
Thank you.
So that's the national chairman and national organizer of the NPP. Still, if you look at the frontage of EOCO, people are still gathered here. The supporters of the NPP have gathered here still. I've seen John Buedu here, former general secretary of the party. I saw him here a while ago. Let's see how, but you see, I've seen a lot more people gathering. Okay, so I see John Buedu here. Let's try and pick one or two thoughts from him. General, I mean, I'm sure it's because of Wontumi that you're here.
Exactly.
Have you been able to use your own contact to get to understand what exactly is happening there?
I'm even surprised whether he's here because he hasn't received any formal invitation from EOCO You will recall that about 3-4 days ago, they attempted arresting him in his house. Whether he was there or not, nobody knows. And there has been instances where people's houses has been raided by so-called tax. That's how I see it, because this is somebody who is a lawful citizen of this country who has never run from any invitation whatsoever. And you saw what happened in Kumasi. He had written to the CID that invited him that he will appear before them. He went there yesterday, was asked to come back today. And after he had lawfully appeared before them, then EOCO, who has never written to him, as far as we know, accosted and adopted him. That's how I see, because you see, this is a government, just as President Mama said, they have a history of militarism. They have a history of adopting and killing people. And this is just an offshoot of the PNDC. And that's exactly what we are saying, because how on earth?
EOCO is a body that your government also worked with. You cannot say it's militarizing our democracy, can you?
EOCO is a body that we work with. Can you give an example where somebody was invited by another agency, security or investigative agency, then EOCO waited around 4 or 5 and just whisked the person away, and we don't know whether he's here or not? You understand? Because I don't think that it is right for us to continue this way. And this path that we are traversing is a path that will not have an end, because the NDC or Jomama is not going to stay in power forever. And if this is how they are going to treat their political opponents, I don't think that WONTUMI, with all the allegations they are saying, is the only person in this country who may have involved himself in whatever, assuming it is true. Why haven't they arrested all of them? We were aware that there were people who were even under investigation and before the law courts. This government decided to set all of them free. So if you can set Opunu and Co free, why not wait and go through proper processes in order to avoid all these noise that we are seeing? What do they want to achieve? If not for political persecution, what else?
So what message are you sending government with you and your members amassing here?
I think that governments have a responsibility and an obligation to implement court decisions. Court of this land has ruled that Ablekuma North constituency elections, security agencies should provide security for Electoral Commission to declare the results. 5 months after the election, we are still there. We are incapable. Our security is so weak, said that they cannot and they have not been able to declare Ablekuma North constituency elections. After 5 months, if one constituency out of 276 constituencies have not been able to be declared by this government, I wonder and relish what will happen in 2028. And I think that this is something that you and I should not be thinking that it is something that we can just brush it over, because it is a dangerous trend. It is a trend that if you are not very careful, will get you into an area where law and order in this country will be at risk. Because where elections was held, it was declared, the president, even the opponent, that's His Excellency Mahmoud Bawumia, didn't even wait for Electoral Commission to declare. That shows decency, that shows maturity, that shows good citizenship. So if that has been done, and we have avoided all the tension that this nation will have found itself if we had delayed the elections, then if one gives you such a gesture, is that how you are going to take this country? Is that how you are going to take this country? We are aware all the machinations to remove the Chief Justice. We are aware all the machinations to temper with the sacrosanctity of the
Okay, General.
And I think that it is something that you and I must loudly speak against. It should not come from me. If it comes from me, it looks like it's political. But if it is done to me and you don't speak about it, when it gets to your turn, I wonder who will do that for you.
Thank you very much. So that's John Boyd, who is the former General Secretary of the NPP. Well, so we are still here. We've seen the police barricading the frontage of, EOCO. So, Evans, I would leave it at this point in time, but we are still here. Whatever happens, we will bring you the update here. So, if you are just watching, it is lawyer Andy Apiakubi who has just come out. Let's try and see if we can get something from him. Let's try and see if we can get something from him.
Has been taken to the hospital. He is receiving treatment, so he will be there until the doctor discharges him.
Are you able to tell which hospital they are taking him to?
I know where he is, but I'm not going to disclose the hospital where he is. But all that I can say is that my client has been taken to hospital for medical treatment.
So you've been in for about 6 hours. What has been happening in there?
We have given our statement. They preferred some allegations against him. He responded to them. We haven't finished with interrogation, so we will come back to continue, hopefully tomorrow if his condition improves. Otherwise, he will stay there until that the doctors discharge him, and then we will come back to continue the interrogation. Nevertheless, we have also received this afternoon a writ of summons from Exim Bank, and we are going to respond to the pleadings tomorrow. And I'm very hopeful that we'll be able to mount a defense of the writ. When we are in court, we will indicate that to the court that this we consider a civil matter, for which reason Exim Bank has issued a writ of summons to us, which we are also responding. So this one of a supposed criminal investigation, I am sure and confident that we will be able to also surmount a defense.
Finally, what were the charges that were preferred against him in there?
The laid charges of yes, the laid charges of a relationship between himself and Exim Bank and supposed okay. So it's okay. No matter the
I mean, so as you can see, Lawyer Andy Apiakubi is going to his car. What we do know now, we can confirm, is that Chairman Wontumi has been, we understand, has been taken to, the hospital. So, Mr. Bodu, you were with him. You were with lawyer when he was speaking. Do you know where Mr. Wontumi has been taken to?
Well, he decided not to tell us because it's under a condition that I think the lawyer couldn't even disclose. Yeah.
I heard that he was taken to the hospital and that, I mean, he will be brought back to the facility if the conditions improve.
I think that it is a natural consequence of the mistreatment that was meted out to him, because you invite somebody to appear before an investigative body, within 5 minutes he's done with it, then immediately after that you whisk him away for the past 6 hours. And what do you expect? So we are praying that he recovers as quickly as we can as a result of this mistreatment. Yeah.
But you confirm that that's what the lawyer said?
Yeah, exactly.
So do we know where he's been taken to?
Not yet. Yeah.
You spoke about the charges. What charges were preferred?
He didn't. He just mentioned about some interrogation about Exim Bank or something. That's as far as he can. But that will also be responded to tomorrow. Because it's a civil case, so I don't think that it requires such military-like posture. Yeah.
So now you can go home. Your members can go home.
Well, we will decide whether we want to go or not, because we will decide whether we want to go or not.
Thank you very much. So there you have it. We now know. Okay, so lawyer Fokwa is one of the lawyers, with the NPP. Lawyer, I mean, we just saw Chairman Wontumi being driven out. We've seen lawyer Piakubi also going his way. What do you know?
Yeah, certainly. Once you hold a person assisting in the investigation for quite a long time, and he's not eating for the whole day, so certainly his systems needs to be taken care of. And as far as the national security is concerned, they have a facility. So probably they are going to the national security facility at Kaokudi to ensure that he is stabilized in that regard. So certainly we believe that due process will be adhered to. But we are advising that all those who are using militarization, I have persistently stated that Justice Afre, the late Justice Afre, in the Republic versus Ibrahim Adams, openly stated that orders from above or superior orders are not a defense as far as criminal liabilities are concerned. So those watchers, those enforcers who are kowtowing to superior orders, which seemingly it's illegal, doesn't follow due process, must notice that there's no statute on limitation as far as criminal liability is concerned. If you commit crime today, the crime hangs on until hundreds of years, until you are no more. Your body can be assumed and prosecuted posthumously, and the necessary punishment meted out to you. So we should all be wary that as far as you are practicing a democracy, it's a rule of law, and you must let due process prevail. We were with the CID yesterday. He was interrogated, he was cautioned, and he was granted police inquiry bail to appear at 3 p.m. today. We were hopeful that the engagement with the CID will continue until the same militarization, the same whisk-away approach with assault rifles perpetrated today. So once they have decided to use the coercive power of the state against some citizens of the state, we are saying and telling them that the law is the law. If you kowtow to illegal audits and breaches procedure, you that is breaching the procedure should be worried that you are the principal. When the enforcement comes, you will be held liable. Your superior who gave you the command will be held as accessories. It's a joint enterprise crime, and everybody must adhere to it, and we should let due process prevail. We are not saying that if someone has erred, the person should not be scrutinized, and when there is element for you to prosecute the person, you should not. We are building a country, but we should not use persecution against a fellow citizen of this republic. Thank you very much.
Lawyer Fokwa is a lawyer with the NPP, and the Deputy General Secretary is still here with us. So Haruna, there we've seen the man has been taken out of the facility. The lawyer has left. Now you can go home.
Yes, we can, but we are going to put our eye on the ball. This is a man who had already told the CID that he wasn't well, and he cannot report to the CID on 21st of this month, and proposed that he will report on 26th, which he obeyed yesterday. And having reported back at 3 p.m. today, which he was discharged of, then we saw that they came in a Rambo style and picked him here. So eventually you would know that this man is already sick, he's not well. We've just been told by the lawyer that he's been sent for treatment, and interrogations are still ongoing. It means that they have not preferred any charges against him yet. Lawyer, if interrogations are not completed, charges are not also preferred against persons who have been accused or purported to have committed crimes that are not established in law. So we would wait until tomorrow when investigations will continue upon discharge of Chairman Wontumi. But we want to tell the rank and file of the party that we are not hiding under anything in this country. What we know is that we live in a democracy and the rule of law must apply. And we would make sure, we would do everything legally possible to protect the personal liberties of the members of the new patriotic party. Even though we have our rights in the constitution and we have our responsibilities, we also know the security agencies also have their limitations of which they should not step their boundaries. What we also want to let our brothers in the NDC and President Mahama to know is that whatever be the case, per the constitution as we stand now, he cannot be president of the republic on the 8th of January 2029. Power is transient and virtually power will leave their hands. They shouldn't forget that 6 months ago, the power was with us and today we are here. It is going to be very possible that it will change hands. NPP, we are the new patriotic party and the elephant is our winning symbol. We would never be intimidated and we will stay true and we would make sure the rule of law will be the guiding principle.
Thank you very much. So there you have it. We'll now show you, the wide area coverage of what's happening here. This is still the EOCO headquarters.